Yes, yes. Thank you guys. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hopefully that's a little better. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. Okay, there you go. There. Like I was mentioning, I wasn't too sure if I should refresh the stream or not because obviously with that, I'm not too sure if that was needed. But I think we should be good with everything. Yeah, it seems running pretty well. Um, as far as this thing, I'm not sure if I actually need this, but I figured why not? I'll still use it. It kind of still helps me out either way, even though I'm just talking. So yeah, why not? So there you go. You can at least y'all get to see like a more closer view of this device over here. But yeah, anyway, yes. Hello everyone. Good morning, as always. Hope you're all having an amazing Friday. Back once again, as always. It's already gonna be towards the weekend, so there you go. It's gonna be kind of an exciting day, definitely. Obviously today we're doing this first, and then later on tonight we will be doing Paper Mario: The Origami King, since it got released today. Apparently, I'm gonna have to actually pick my copy up though, because ironically, my one that I ordered through the mail actually got delayed. So that one is definitely gonna probably be a return right there. But yeah, we should still be doing that. It's been kind of exciting and all that good stuff. But yeah, how's everyone doing this morning? Hope y'all doing pretty well. It's gonna be an amazing weekend, all that good stuff. Let's see. Yeah, before we move on, guys, let's see who's in the chat as always. So let me go back to the first one. So okay, first was Alexis. Welcome, Alexis. Hope you're doing pretty well. Having a good morning. I think. Are you still on? Are you still on vacation, Alexis? I think you mentioned that you were a couple days ago. How's that going for you? Hopefully you're staying safe and all that good stuff. But good to see you as always. Hope you're doing pretty well. Next was 64. Welcome, 64. Hopefully having an amazing Friday morning so far. Do appreciate you coming by as always. Let's see. So next was Next was Emily. Welcome, Emily. Hope you're doing pretty well. Having an amazing week. Doing awesome as always. And yeah, hope school is going well for you. By the way. Yeah, with that being said, I think that's actually about it. Hopefully I got everyone else, guys. I think I did. Yeah, I think I got everyone else. Okay, there you go. Anyway, yeah, how y'all doing this morning? Hopefully y'all doing pretty well. Not doing too bad over here. There you go. Okay, yeah, awesome. But anyway, I kind of wanted to do this. Well, no, well, before that, guys, I wanted to some quick updates as always. Thank you all so much for yesterday's stream, by the way. That was really awesome. We just finished SpongeBob Alpha Bikini Bottom as always, so that is awesome. Really appreciate that. We finally finished it. It was a little bit short. It was actually one of the shortest streams I think I've ever done as far as like with games. But hopefully y'all still enjoyed it. Really do appreciate y'all being there. It's pretty awesome. It was good to finally end that throwback game. It's pretty awesome. So we're finally done with that. We're finally done with Superliminal, and yeah, I'm excited to start Paper Mario later on today, and kind of start a new series as always. Let's see. Thank you. It's super busy. No problem. That's awesome. That's good, Emily. That's good. Definitely. Yeah. Believe me. What I'm about to explain, it's definitely gonna be kind of similar. Actually, these next couple of weeks, either way, it's probably going to be starting to again go a little bit bigger. So going to be a little bit hectic. So definitely, I do understand what you mean by that. Definitely, but yeah, that's awesome. At least you're keeping busy. That's a good point about that right there. Yeah, no, but definitely, guys. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, we finally finished. Yeah, SpongeBob Alpha Bikini Bottom. That was an awesome game. Highly recommend as always. And yeah, again, the stream was kind of short on that note because yesterday I finally had the orientation for the nursing program. And yeah, we actually had to wake up. Well, I can actually talk about it in detail now because obviously that's the whole point of the stream. I had to wake up like kind of early. I woke up like around 6 in the morning, and which I mean, I don't have a problem usually waking up too early if I need to, but I was like, yeah, I had to wake up at 6. Because it was done at home, and it started at around 8 o'clock, and it kind of lasted until it was supposed to last until 1, but we kind of finished a little bit early, so we ended off like around 12:30 ish. And I figured, you know what, let me do some stuff until the stream later on last night. So I kind of decided to, you know what, I'll keep it short because yeah, it was a bit of a long day, so I figured let me just keep it short for yesterday. I'll keep it easy, and we'll definitely take a break right there. So I was able to get some stuff done either way. After stream, so say it was yeah too yeah no yes definitely yeah too I mean not really. It might well I'll get to that part in a bit, Emily. We're gonna get used to that time frame right there. Actually, maybe a little bit earlier than that. I'll be quite honest. Yeah, it's again things are gonna be really different. Well, things are gonna be really interesting. These next well when school starts. So yeah, now I'll get to that right now in a bit. Um, but yeah, no, that's kind of why I wanted take a break yesterday and kind of make it easy and all that stuff. But yeah, no, but at least we still kind of did that stream. It was pretty fun. It was pretty short and it was pretty good, definitely. Um, but yeah, anyways, so yeah, so a couple of announcements either way, as always. This will be probably the last day I stream today, until next week maybe. I may try to stream on Sunday before I do leave. Well, I'll talk about it right now. Um, but if not, I probably won't be coming back until Wednesday of next week. Because I'll be leaving out of town on Monday. Because I will be going to one of my specialists out of town for my obviously for my eyes, and from there I'll be kind of doing the well one of the appointments will be the appointment for this week will be kind of doing for the equipments, kind of testing like what devices I may need, what stuff I'll probably be using within the program, all the good stuff. So it's gonna be kind of a fun appointment, I'll say. So you bet it's gonna be like a pretty much like different new technology, all the good stuff, and kind of seeing what devices I'll need, when I go for school and all that good stuff. So it's gonna be kind of fun. It's definitely gonna be interesting. But of course, I'll keep y'all updated as always. Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably this may be the last day I do stream until then for sure. But at most, I may stream on Sunday before I do leave. But if not, I mean, y'all probably know why the. So but either way, I'll keep y'all updated as I go along each day and all the good stuff. And I should be back on Wednesday, the latest, for streaming. But yeah, anyway, so I think with that being said, I think that's about it. Also, again, thank you all so much for coming by. For those of you who kind of join in on this type of streams, I see we got 7 likes already, so 7 like hype. Really do appreciate that, guys, as always. Again, I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea for the most part, and like to be completely honest with you guys, I am trying to like not shift gears, I'll say, because obviously gaming is half of this channel as well too. But I really do like talking about this stuff because this is the other half of the channel in the first place. So I'm trying to, I guess you could say, get a sort of, because I know like 95% of y'all are probably just here for the gaming, which I mean obviously that's totally understandable. Ever since the beginning, we pretty much focus on gaming for the most part. But thank you for something like hype, Emily. I do appreciate that. But I am trying to, I guess, also like gain some of the nursing side viewers, if that makes sense. Because of course, like for things like I do appreciate that as well too. Yeah, I am trying to get, I guess you could say, the nursing side of people. Like I've already like these past couple of days, I've kind of like looked into like different nursing channels already. I kind of watched already some videos. I kind of obviously looked at different people already. So I'm kind of expanding into that section, if that makes sense, into a little bit more. But again, I know despite we're all gamers either way, I do appreciate those who actually come by, leave a like, look, all the good stuff for these type of streams regardless. So again, thank you so much, guys, for that. Do appreciate it. And yeah, again, it's gonna be pretty exciting either way for what I do love to talk about, all the good stuff. But yeah, anyway, yes, with that being said, guys, so going into the orientation itself, yes, we finally had it yesterday. Again, woke up at 6. It did not start until 8. And it was actually not too bad. Like, the only thing I will say though is that overall we had to use a certain program. Think of it like Zoom. If y'all heard of Zoom, it's kind of like a video based video based app or program, and you kind of like use it to make conferences and things like that. We kind of use something towards that, but it was really different. And it was kind of like well, maybe I don't mind showing because it's not everyone. Pretty much every university actually uses this either way. It's called Blackboard. If y'all heard of that program before, pretty much it's like where well, actually not just universities, even like public schools kind of use that. You know, where they have the assignments, where they have like your classes, all that good stuff, and any other like proper registration there for your campus. Either way, they have a program that's called Blackboard Collaborate, and I've heard of that before, but I never really use it. So yesterday was kind of like the first day that I did use it. Um, yeah, that was interesting. I'll say that. I again, it's it's an interesting program, but I do kind of see limitations towards that. You put it really. There you go. That's good. That's good. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, same here. Actually, I kind of used it. I think it was since high school, or grade school. Late grade school on my end over here. Yeah, so I'm kind of like familiar with that. And I know many like schools, universities, colleges. They kind of use that program. So I know it's pretty like fairly common. I would imagine, with everyone. Well, at least with most students for the most part. Um, but yeah, with that, we kind of use Blackboard Collaborate. Again, interesting program. It kind of works, but then there was like certain stuff that there's certain like problems that can happen. Like the main thing that we kind of had a little bit issue was with the audio, and a little bit with the kind of like with the video. Sometimes the presenters didn't have like wasn't able to show stuff. Um, I guess also because like not many of them were used to that program either way too, but understandably of course. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting program to use, and either way, it was kind of good. Either way, it kind of went pretty well overall. Not really too many issues did happen either way, and it's pretty good. It was a good way to interact with all the other students as well, which I guess kind of like going into details already with how the orientation went. There was like over 100 students within the actual orientation itself. Um, so I'm guessing like in total they probably accepted at least like 110 students for the program, or at least for this part of the program. I'm not too sure how many did apply, but I do know that there is quite a bit that actually, at least like for the intro to nursing class I did take, there was quite a bit of there was kind of a bit of like slots available for that. So I mean, I can just imagine how many actually did apply. So I mean, kind of like yeah, I'm gonna say like maybe out of like the 110 students, maybe those like between 300 to 400 students actually did apply. So really a huge amount, I'll say there. It's kind of interesting thing when you think about it. Like depending on how many students they actually do accept per semester. But then again, I do know well the way how they do is they kind of go on a point based system depending like your grades, your GPA, all that stuff, specific classes, all of that. So it's kind of an interesting thing right there. Yeah, so yeah, in total, it's about like 110 students actually was in that meeting. Oh my gosh, there was like so many names. It was like even hard to keep up with some of them. So, I mean, I didn't get to obviously, we didn't really interact with each other. It was just more like towards like the presenters. But of course, I kind of saw some like I did see like a name or two for my nursing class though. So I'm kind of glad that they did actually accept it into there. I know such a yeah, it's yeah. I can just imagine this. I mean, compared to my first university though, they definitely do have at least like 500 students that do apply because they definitely are a bigger campus, I'll say, and they do have obviously a bachelor's degree instead of associate. So of course, many more would apply, but then again, with the limitation, there'll be like a little bit smaller amount that do get accepted. So I mean, it does kind of it does kind of make sense when you think about it because from there, obviously, but the university that I'm in, it's a little bit smaller, but even though so many students apply, more students do get accepted because it's a little bit more of a convenience or a little bit more flexibility room right there. So it kind of does make sense right there. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely was. Well, the thing about that, Emily, though, is that in general, we didn't actually like really talk with each other. In fact, they said we had to like wear proper like actually like if we were at the in person orientation, but in reality, we really didn't use the microphone or the webcam. Um, I mean, we were able to use the the microphone if we had a question. But the only time we actually used the webcam was like towards the end, where they kind of wanted to take a whole picture of us. Um, at the see if we can have like all the students in one page, but I guess like one limitation with that, and that's not possible. I guess they wanted like all 110 people like showed up in one page so they can take like a group pic. Um, but no, the max was at least four from what we could see right there. Um, and no, that definitely was not. I mean, the only thing you actually see was like the list of Sims right there, so it was a bit unfortunate. But so that's kind of that's kind of the main use for the most part of like the webcam and all that stuff right there. So it's pretty much just us like watching, listening, and of course like typing if we had any questions. We could put in a chat either way there. So of course that's kind of what we did for the most part. But anyway, so kind of going into like what actually happened. Um, so we kind of we kind of started on 8 with the introductions, all that stuff. And by the looks of it, guys, I'm not gonna go like into each like category right there, but I'll be quite honest. It seems like things are definitely changing each. Pretty much things are gonna change until like the very last week, until pretty much the week before school starts. Um, because it's and again, understandably, because with the virus and the situation with with the world going on, it seemed like they actually weren't really even sure themselves um, how this was going to play out. And I mean, again, understand me, despite what's going on, it is, probably going to happen until, like the last week of summer, pretty much. Because they said a lot of stuff can change, a lot of stuff can happen. And, yeah, it really seemed like they were unsure if we would even be getting into clinicals at that point, which I'll talk about right now either way. Just because of like with how things are going, they probably are saying that just by how the projection looks like, things may even get a little bit worse, unfortunately. Um, and yeah, with that they said, yeah, it is definitely going to be a challenge for all of us. We definitely need to be flexible with all that stuff. So it is going to be kind of an interesting thing to go into. And I mean, yeah, despite that they seemed unsure of what's going to happen with the future, they did seem confident though that they would work with us. So that's actually the good news about that. And I mean, I guess like kind of starting off, I'll go into the classes for the most part. So the way how they're kind of going into it is we're pretty much gonna take. Actually, I did take pictures over here because I'm not to like reference my phone over here because I did take screenshots of these slides. So the way how they're kind of going into it, we're gonna have pretty much 4 classes, and actually let me make sure. Yeah, we're gonna have like 4 classes this semester, but the way how they're kind of gonna break it down into is, um, 2 classes are gonna be full semester, starting from August to December. But then the other 2 classes will kind of be into mini semesters themselves. So, for example, we're gonna have one class between August to October, and then the second class will be from October to December. And originally, the way how they were gonna do it was we were gonna have, and I mean, I'll talk about the classes right now. I don't know exactly what they'll be about, but pretty much the classes that we'll be taking this first semester will be foundations for nursing, which I'm pretty sure that's like an orientation, like what a nurse does, kind of like going into like more deep topics into like the intro to nursing class that we did back in March. Kind of learning the basics, like what does a nurse do, what are the roles a nurse does, a little bit more into like the laws, the ethics, the credibility right there. Um, that class will be all semester long. Next is actually will be wait, is this no, oh yeah, next will be the nursing skills, and there that is where obviously we'll learn like how to diagnose patients, how we will pretty much like how to use a stethoscope, how to use like obviously like a scale, how to do basic functions, as a nurse and all that stuff. So pretty much that is where you could say like that is where it'll be like both hands-on and work at the same time. And yeah, that's kind of where part of like where our practicals will be there from on out. And next is pharmacology, which that will be in the October to December semester, which that's one of the mini semester classes. And right there, that is where obviously we learn about medications. How what does this specific medication do? The side effects, how does it affect the body, things like that. So again, pharmacology, same material. It's going to go more deep than just that, obviously, but kind of being like generic right now. That's kind of what the whole class is all about. And then the next one, which that is where we will be doing our clinicals, which is, well, it's actually called clinical one. Kind of ironic right there. Yeah, that is where we will be doing our clinicals, and that class is going to be from the August to October months. And that class specifically is going to be a bit of a challenge for the most part itself, because originally that class is supposed to be from the October to December months. But because of what's happening with the virus, and obviously during the winter months with the flu season as well, they kind of switched pharmacology and the pharmacology with the clinicals around, because they don't know how bad it'll be within the December months. So they kind of want to prevent. They kind of want us to at least get as much clinical experience as possible within the hospitals or doctors' offices, while being safe, because again, with the flu season during the winter time, and especially with the virus still going on, we don't know how bad it'll get over here specifically. So they kind of want to play it safe and having us do clinicals first. That way we'll still be able to get at least most experience as possible, while it's not the flu season, if that makes sense. Which again, it kind of makes sense, because obviously combining the virus with the flu, yeah, that is definitely not going to be good. And I mean, yeah, who knows what else can happen despite that. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of good that they're doing that in a way, and it's kind of a smart move for them. That way it kind of puts us in a safer environment, while also kind of keeping, also allowing us to have that experience at the same time. So of course it's gonna be kind of a bit of a change to kind of them flipping it around. But they said that it should probably work out for the most part. And either way, regardless, it is still kind of gonna be kind of like TBA, or to be announced, because we don't even know if what hospitals or what clinics they'll even allow us to be in even during that time, because of the situation, and we don't know how it is going to be from here until the start of school. So with that reason, things can still change because of that. And because of that, we may we definitely need to still, like, pretty much, like, even before going, like the first 3 weeks of that class, it's going to be pretty much just learning how to put on PPE, or personal protective equipment, medical terminology right there. Like the masks, the gowns, the hat, the gloves, the face shields if needed. Pretty much just because of that, just because to kind of protect ourselves within the hospital environments, because they did say, as much as they're trying to avoid us from going into the like floors of the hospitals that have the virus, at this point it's pretty much impossible to it's pretty much inevitable sorry about that, to avoid pretty much the virus itself. So to some degree, by the way how these kind of sounded, but to some degree it seems like we will be exposed to the virus at one way or another. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit scary, I'll say that. But you know what, for me personally, I am ready for that. Obviously I know what I'm going into. Being a nurse, we're going to be exposed to different viruses, different infections, diseases, and all that stuff. So it's going to be, again, a bit of a challenge and all that. But in general, before I talk about my personal opinions and thoughts on that, we definitely are going to be exposed one way or another in some degree. Whether it's pediatrics or adults or geriatric, the elderly, newborns. Because yeah, at this point, each hospital floor there is at least a certain number of patients that is with the virus, unfortunately, already affected. Um, so, uh, kind of speaking to my personally myself right here. I probably will be a little bit more prepared. I'm definitely gonna start to get prepared. I will need to probably schedule some appointments personally with my healthcare, with my medical, with my specialist. Some of them. That way I'll be prepared, in case for those kind of situations. And of course, that way I can start on certain seasonal medications. That way I won't be as affected if I do kind of get exposed into those type of scenarios. I mean, I was gonna kind of do it either way, despite with the virus or not, because I'd rather be safe than sorry for the most part, and because obviously, with being exposed and that, I rather be take the safe way out, and just kind of being start on these seasonal medications just to be on the safe side, and that way if I do get exposed, I won't be as at risk, if that makes sense. I should be pretty much okay there. But again, for the most part, I'm excited, and I'm definitely excited to see how we will do with that. And regardless, it's gonna be kind of cool because I mean, again, we're gonna learn how to we're gonna see patients, firsthand. Apparently we're gonna already again, but obviously after the first 3 weeks, after learning how to use PPE, properly, we're gonna actually treat patients. We're gonna see them, so it's not just gonna be simulations. It's actually gonna be IRL patients. So that is definitely gonna be a really interesting experience, and I'm really looking forward to it. Definitely myself. But again, again, it's all about playing it safe. Obviously, for myself, I am probably even gonna take hand sanitizer, maybe a travel size with me in my pockets and all that stuff. And of course, wipes, maybe again, just some safe disinfectants, all good stuff, guys. That way, I'll be at the most safe for the most part in case a scenario like that happens. But again, it's all about being prepared. It's all about taking risks regarding that, and I'm looking forward to it, definitely. And I really am excited to actually start that one specifically right there. Anyway, yeah. With that being said, guys, so kind of going into these. Well, I know I kind of talked about the classes, but going into the schedule for the most part. So pretty much how it is going to be for this semester, it's all going to be hybrid classes, and if y'all don't know what hybrid is, it's pretty much both online and in person. Online could just be doing assignments, but it could also be kind of like how we did the orientation yesterday. Probably do meetings, all that good stuff. So with that, oh, sorry about guys. Let's see. Answer to yeah, it's definitely. I'm sorry, I didn't. Yes. Sorry, my chat did not actually was not updating right though. But yes, so true. Yeah, definitely be safe. That's kind of the most part. Right? That's kind of the most important thing right there, definitely, as far as learning how to be safe and all that good stuff. Of course. Yeah, no, kind of going with the schedule right there. Yeah, so it's gonna be all hybrid classes. So, we may definitely it's gonna be both in person and online because obviously, not all stuff will be able to do online. Unfortunately, I mean that's kind of I mean we can't treat patients directly online. We need some form of in-person hands-on practice and training, all that stuff. Although they did mention that apparently some simulations you can do online, which I'm kind of curious how that will work out. To be completely honest, because I mean, I do have some supplies that I'll need, guys, and I'll talk about that right now in a bit, but yeah, but some of this apparently they say some simulations can be done online, which again I'm kind of curious how that will work out because, I mean, from what I know, I mean, unless if you follow maybe on screen instructions, maybe how to take blood pressures, maybe, I don't know how that will work out really, for some simulations to be done online. Apparently it's possible. So again, I'll be kind of interested to see how that works out, but yeah, I'm not too sure how that will play into it. But anyway, but yeah, so definitely with that, it's gonna be. Imagine, I know, such a right 6 point again. If that was possible, imagine. I know, yeah, it would be a lot easier. Yeah, I mean, believe me, that would definitely save a lot of lives and definitely put a lot of less at risk. That definitely would be that definitely would be preferred. But no, that I mean, if only it was that easy for sure, for sure. Um, I mean, that's kind of saying like I mean, again, I know some like for example like some like obviously like different like labs for example. I mean, I'm not sure if y'all have taken like maybe a science class. Like like I know I took like anatomy and chemistry back in my first university, and there was actually some simulations done online, and I mean it worked for the most part. I will say, again, the only I guess thing you're kind of missing is the hands-on experience. But as far as like the learning, as far as like learning the concepts, you do kind of still learn pretty much the same thing. Um, I'm not too. But again, but the thing with nursing is obviously it's into like, it's getting into the serious stuff at that point. So I'm kind of curious like how that will work out, and kind of like treating like well not treating patients like kind of learning some of the skills needed. Um, yeah, so that'll definitely be an interesting thing to look into regarding that. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, some of it will be done. Half of it will be online, guys. Half of it will be in person. Even some of the like regular like book classes may even need to be in meeting in person at least a couple times per semester. But with that, obviously we still need to follow like safety protocols like 6 feet apart, wear the mask, things like that. And of course, like actually even before we enter the building, we'll need to like fill out a questionnaire just to make sure we are healthy and safe and all the good stuff. So again, yeah, there'll still be some in-person interaction. It's just not gonna be as much, and it's gonna be kind of like really limited. Like some of the classes will only be like 10 students max. Like I know for the nursing, I think the nursing skills, if I'm mistaken, yeah, I think that class will only have 10 students max per class. So which again makes sense, and it kind of it's understandable that they do that. Obviously for the safety of us and for everyone else, but yeah, it's gonna be kind of interesting to yeah have a small class definitely. But again, we'll see how that plays out. And as far as like with the hybrid classes, and apparently they said that they'll work with us. So I mean that's a good thing about that right there. Um, yeah, going into like the actual schedule, like how a week will probably be. And again, this is not not set in stone, but the way how it should probably play out, guys, is so like for example, the first day of school is August 24th. I guess me. Oh wait, no, wait, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I thought I got a phone call right there. Yeah. So for the first day is August 24th. So which will be on a Monday. So Mondays specifically, we're supposed to have clinicals that day, which is where we go into hospitals and things like that. But obviously for the first day, we're not gonna go into the hospital right there. So it'll be definitely an online session that day. Yeah. So but yeah, when we do go into the hospitals, we will have to be there like at I think we would have to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning, all the way until um, I believe 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, definitely Mondays it'll be from 6 in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, for clinicals because obviously with clinicals we need to be getting our hours and things like that. That's kind of I know the schools. Yeah, I know, yeah, definitely I know, right? Yes, yeah. So Willie is 6 for Willie school. Yeah. When does your school start anyway? Actually, yeah. I mean, yeah. If y'all don't mind, guys, when does school start for y'all? Does it start at the same week as I do? I think because I think the 24th is actually the same. I think it's actually the last week of August, isn't it? I believe. Let me actually double check my calendar. Yeah, it should be the last week of August for us. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it is actually. Well, it's kind of there was a Monday before September starts, so it's kind of like the last full week of August for the most part. Wait, will August 1st 64? Oh my gosh, that is really early. Wait, I mean, I hope you all actually at least get like out earlier for like Christmas, like the holidays. Um, or at least get like a extended break from there. Because yeah, I've never. I mean, I've never seen school start. I mean, unless because of you all, maybe because you. I mean, I'm not sure if you're all doing online class as well too for you. Um, but yeah, August 1st. That's really early. I'm so sorry to hear about that though. I mean, either way, I mean, hopefully you get some break to an extent. Um, so I mean, yeah, hopefully y'all do get at least some extended break or get more holidays off for the most part if y'all start that early. But really interesting that y'all start August 1st, definitely. Let's see. Fall semester starts second week of September. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that kind of starts one way. I think because I think usually with you all, um, I'm kind of like comparing at least from my university in general. I think usually we kind of start a little bit like maybe 1 or 2 weeks earlier than you all, but I think towards like at the end of the school year, or well, no, because actually, well, no, because generally for the winter months we kind of end off I think on the same on the same time, but I think for like the end of the year, which is May, I think we kind of end a little bit earlier than well, no, I think we actually end a little bit later than you actually. I'm not too sure how that works. um, Yeah, I think if I remember, I think we kind of end a little bit later than you are, maybe still, which is kind of interesting. Um, I mean, either way, that's kind of a good that's kind of a good at least you get an extended summer break right there for a little bit. So that's kind of awesome. At least you'll kind of get like an extended summer break right there. And I mean, either way, that's kind of awesome. That's kind of awesome. Yeah, hopefully we get some kind of yeah, so true, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, again, if you all start that early 6-4, I hope at least y'all get like at least 3 weeks off or 4 weeks of Christmas break right there. Definitely. Yeah, so true, so true. Yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah, because I can't actually remember off the top of my head right now. But I think yeah, I know definitely for a fact. I know we do start school. I think typically a little bit earlier than you all do, at least 1 or 2 weeks. But um, I can't remember like for the end of the year. I don't know. I feel like I feel like we kind of do end a little bit later than you, but yeah, because I feel like y'all kind of end because like in general, Emily, and if you don't mind me asking, because y'all end like typically like mid to late April, don't you? Usually for the spring semesters, I believe, or the full school year. Because yeah, usually for us, typically we kind of end the first week of May. I think it's like for any well, actually, that's kind of like for both universities that the one I used to attend and the one I attend now. We kind of end like the first or second week of May, so it's kind of interesting. I thought definitely. But anyway, yeah. But that's kind of like how school will start for us over here, and definitely with that guys. So that's kind of how it goes on. Let's see. Yep. Oh, that's good for university. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, y'all kind of finish early too. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit jealous. Just a little bit, just a little bit. No, I'm just kidding, obviously. Um, but no, I mean, it makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, either way, obviously, school's different. Depending on where you're at. Both, not just um, uh, states or provinces, but obviously each university itself will have their own, what is it like, dates and guidelines and all that good stuff. That's it. But hey, Kyle, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope you're having an amazing morning. Good morning, by the way. We're just doing some. We're just doing. I just well. I'm just showing my my orientation how it went yesterday. But how you doing, Kyle? This usually I usually do these type of streams every so often because to give updates as far as like with the program and stuff. But yes, how you doing, Kyle? Hope you're having an amazing Friday so far. Hope got to see you as always. Definitely. Yes. I know. Yes, just a little jealousy right there. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, right there. That's good. That's good though. I mean, at least you kind of get a little bit of an extended break. Extended break right there, and you kind of finish off all this. So that's kind of awesome. That's kind of cool. That's good. That's good. Yes, that's good. Yes. It was really good. It was really good, Kyle. Yes, it was done. And that's we're just kind of like talking about the classes for now. But yeah, no, we just kind of like got started a little bit right there. Definitely. Oh, that's good. That's good to always hear, Kyle. That's good. That's always good to hear that you're doing well. Definitely. Yes. Hey, DJ. Welcome to stream. Good morning to you. If it is morning, I know for you. I know for some of you it's already afternoon either way. But yes, how y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Hope you're having an amazing Friday. Do appreciate you all coming as always. But yes, how y'all doing? Definitely glad to be here. Definitely. Let's see. Oh no, no. You've also affected me with the Jeff. I know. I do 6-4. Yes, I know. I mean, hey, but again, at least you start early 6-4. So I hope that y'all at least end pretty early. I mean, I really do hope for the most part that y'all do end your early yourselves right there, definitely. Because again, I mean, if y'all start early, I hope that y'all would end early as well yourself too, definitely. Yeah, yes. Well, actually, Carl, I haven't actually started just yet. I'm just kind of like going through like the kind of like the kind of like the first one, like the first part of the stream, like the first one I did of nursing school. I kind of just talked about like getting that I was accepted into the program. So I'm just kind of like showing my experiences as I go. So I really like can't say how it is just yet. But like for example, this stream specifically, this was the first orientation that we got into the program. So we're just kind of like I'm kind of like talking about stuff as I go, pretty much. So like for example, I'm just talking about like, the orientation, and then like when I guess like when the next big thing happens, which I'll kind of talk about in a bit later. That's kind of why why I'm not too familiar like how specifically is it, but I do know it is a little bit time consuming, and it is like a lot of like work and studying and all that stuff. So it's definitely gonna be a little bit busy, a little bit busier than any previous semester. I'll say that. So again, kind of like in a nutshell, that's kind of what it is for the most part, definitely. It says yeah, infected, not affected. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yes, definitely. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so going back into these schedules, real quick. Yeah, so definitely on Mondays we will be from Mondays will usually be clinicals, which is hospitals. So it will be from 6 to 4 o'clock. Then Tuesdays and Thursdays it will be both the classes, both like the regular classes, which is the no, actually I need to look into the over here. It'll be the both the foundations of nursing, and then also it will be the nursing skills. That will be both. Actually, wait, I think wait, hold on, was it? Let's see. I just want to make, yeah, okay, it is. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure I'm actually saying this correctly. Yeah. So it will be both the foundations of nursing and the nursing skills. So that will be both Tuesday and Thursday. Both those classes will be from like 8:30 to I think it was like 11:30 or 12, and then the second one will be from from 12 like from 1 to 4 o'clock pretty much. So yeah, it's gonna be like a full day pretty much on Tuesday and Thursday as well too. But again, since it's gonna be all hybrid, we may not have to be there like each day of the week. Maybe like once a week, depending on the class as well itself. And then depending on what like specific class, depending on what specific time that we get for clinicals again, it will either be between because obviously we have clinicals on Monday, but then we have another day for clinicals which will either be on Friday or Saturday. So some of us may have it Friday, but some of us may have it on Saturday. Still the same time, 6 to 4:30. Which it's gonna be. I'm kind of crossing my fingers that I do get the Friday because, I mean, obviously, I want to hopefully get the weekend off. But I mean, of course, if I need to go on Saturday, that obviously we need to be flexible with that schedule as well too. So yeah, it'll definitely be like Monday, and then also depending on which one we get, Friday or Saturday for clinicals. So that will be we'll kind of see what day we get for the second part of that week. So pretty much, guys, it's gonna be like a busy week for the most part. So it'll be like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then depending on what day we get, it'll be either Friday or Saturday. So yeah, pretty much like we only will have like 3 days off out of the week from what it looks like. As far as like specifically, I mean, even if it will be online or in campus or in person, it will seem like we only have like 3 full days off, which will be Wednesday, Friday. Wait, it should be no. Wednesday, Friday, definitely Wednesday, Sunday, and then Monday. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on. It'll be definitely Wednesday, Sunday, and then Friday or Saturday. Again, depending on which one that we do get off definitely. Um, so either way, it'll be like a 3 day week. Well, not exactly a 3 day weekend, but we'll have at least 3 days off right there. So there you go, there you go. It's hey Luna, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope you're having an amazing Friday. Do appreciate coming by as always. Good morning to you, by the way, if it is still morning. But how you doing today? Hope you're doing pretty well, definitely. Thanks so much, Luna. Thanks so much. I do really appreciate that. Yeah, no, we're just talking about the orientation. I just kind of like finished talking about the class for the most part. But yes, how you doing? Yes, I'm really excited, Luna. I'm really. It's gonna be kind of busy these next couple of weeks as far as like preparation still, and I'm really excited to kind of like share that with y'all. As I go along, definitely. So it's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty awesome, definitely. Um, as with jealousy is bad thing is, I mean, well, definitely call it. Obviously, it's like if it's good jealousy, it's good, but definitely not negative right there. Definitely. Let's see. How heavy would work be? Yeah. Oh yeah. Like definitely call like kind of like what I mentioned right now with the class call. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of heavy. Like for example, I'll kind of like go over the books right now in a bit, but we need at least 8 textbooks for this semester. Um, which that is actually the most I think I've ever even had. Like with even in a school year. So yeah, we definitely need like at least 8 textbooks for just this semester alone. So yeah, I mean, I can just imagine like how much material there will be to cover within, just this one semester. So yeah, I mean, I can just imagine like how, yeah, there'll definitely be quite a bit of work, into going in this semester. Definitely. Yeah, thank you, I do appreciate that. Let's see. I'll be honest. I'll do something as big you have a job because of how much progress. It makes sense. I mean, it makes sense definitely. I mean, again, each one definitely. I mean, we all have different preferences and different like what we feel like is what we feel more comfortable with. For me, I'm kind of like I'm kind of willing to take on the challenge. Like I don't again I kind of know a little bit what I'm getting myself into. Um, Both workload and like also like safety risk all that stuff. So I'm kind of like I'm kind of excited to start that. While also like facing challenges of like with my vision. Um, which I'll talk about that too right now. But yeah, no, again, everyone has their own preferences with that and all that good stuff definitely. It's it's already evening for you. Okay, that's good. That's good. Well, yes. Well, good evening to you then. Sorry, it's because I don't know like what I try to remember like each time like for everyone, but it does take me a little bit while to like get used to like kind of remember like okay what time specifically it is for you all. That's awesome. Hopefully you're having a good evening either way. So true, Emily, so true. Yeah. Going back with the books, yeah, it's gonna be 8 textbooks this semester, which they're technically not really textbooks. It's more like access codes. And yeah, because mostly they're kind of going more digital this time around, guys. Which it kind of makes sense because that way it's more portable and that way we can take it wherever we go. Even I guess like if we go into like the clinicals, if we need to maybe pull out a textbook, maybe that's ebook. Maybe that's why they do that. Yeah, they're pretty much like going not really much like physical books anymore. It's gonna be like all digital. So that'll be an interesting thing to see. I'm kind of more of a old fashioned person. I'll be quite honest. I'd rather have like the actual book right in front of me. So I mean, either way, it's gonna be kind of an interesting thing to see with the access codes and the books. How we do that as we go along in the program definitely. Through July 22nd, through July 29th, I'll be, oh, really, Ohio. So it'll be 12:30 for the, that's good. Yeah, that's awesome, that's awesome. There you go, Luna. Yeah, with Ohio, it should be like around that time right now either way. So that's kind of awesome. That's pretty cool. Yes, hopefully you have a safe trip, by the way. Yeah, I know, yeah, definitely stay safe as always. I know still it's kind of like with the virus. So I definitely do hope you have a good rest of your, do hope you have a good trip, definitely right there. What's awesome? Let's see. That's good. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. I just want to get back to studying for my test. I hope everyone has an awesome day. It's always yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Emily. Do appreciate you coming by as always. I hope I didn't take too much of your time. Um, I do appreciate you being here regardless. But hopefully I didn't take too much of your time either way. But do hope you study hard, study well. And yes, definitely do hope you pass your exam and all that good stuff. And good luck. Good luck. You definitely do have it. You definitely do have it, Emily. Yes. So definitely do take care. Definitely do good luck on your exam. And yes, definitely, I definitely study as much as possible. Definitely, that's all. That's good. That's good. Yes, yes, definitely definitely do take care of me. We'll see you next time, and we will see you later as always. Definitely, definitely. Okay, no balls. That's good. That's good. Yes, no problem. No problem. No problem. That's good. That's good. Yes, no, because I would have felt bad like, oh my gosh, wait, I didn't end. like I'm taking a little longer, but no, that's fine. That's good. That's good. That's good. No worries. That's good. Anyway, that's good. Always good to you. But have a good. Definitely just take care of me, and good to see you as always next time. Definitely. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, guys. So with that being said, what was I talking about? Let's see. Yeah. So we talked about the classes. Oh yes. So with that being said, guys, they kind of talked about like with the kind of like with the math exam and all the good stuff. Um, yeah, with that they kind of went into like the math dosage exam because again, before all this, we were supposed to actually take a math dosage exam, but because of what's going on, they kind of exempt that. So kind of like what they mentioned to us, we're gonna take it the first week of school, first 2 weeks. So we definitely need to pass with a 100 on those on that math quiz or exam. And with that, we need to yes, there you go. No problem. So true. That's good. That's awesome. Yes, yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely. That's awesome. Yes. Um. Yeah. No. With that, we definitely need to finish like we definitely take a math exam within the first 2 weeks. So with that, we are gonna be kind of like going into yeah. We have 3 attempts pretty much, and then we need to pass with a 100 on one of those 3 attempts. If we don't pass it, they kind of decide that we'll need to do like an extra like some extra work, and if that makes sense, to kind of like make sure that we do understand material. Most case scenario. So either way, it kind of does. It kind of benefits us to some degree, but at the same time, we do have to like still pass it, because we do have to like make sure that we do. So even if we don't pass the 3 attempts, we're still in the program. But of course, that means we still have extra work to do. If we don't pass it either way. So again, it kind of like balances out right there, but it's still kind of we still have to pass it with the 100 right there, definitely, and all the good stuff, definitely. But yeah. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. Yes, both my moms, my brother, my grandma, and even really, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's awesome. That's good. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely do stay safe, Luna. Yeah, because again, I know. I mean, I'm not too sure how Ohio is, definitely. But do hope that you do enjoy your break and all that stuff. I mean, do hope you enjoy the trip right there, because I know again right there it's gonna be kind of interesting, and all the good. It's over there. It's kind of I know it's a little bit mixed depending on where you're at, with the virus. So definitely do hope you stay safe and definitely enjoy with your family either way. That's good. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, but they have plans. That makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, totally understand. Boy, yeah. But hey, hopefully next time that they do join you, as always, definitely. Okay, guys. Okay, so, but yeah, but by the way, guys, we actually have 9 likes. Thank you all so much for the 9 likes. We really appreciate that. Let's see if we get to 10 likes by the end of the stream. That would be absolutely amazing. But either way, thank you all so much for just hanging out and chatting with y'all, definitely. But anyway, guys. So I guess the last thing that because they kind of talked about, of course, like the general stuff, like like assistance, like financial aid, you know, like some of the programs that they had to help out students. But obviously, I'm not gonna talk that kind of stuff into that, because that has nothing to do with pretty much stuff that I really could share either way, because it's not really much beneficial or anything resourceful to you all to kind of understand that. Yeah, such guys. Yeah, let's see if we get to 10 likes. That would be amazing, definitely, guys. So yeah, I guess the last thing I'll talk about is like the actual materials, like the actual stuff that we will need for the program, as always. So I kind of do have a list over here. So pretty much what we'll need, guys, is a lot of like obviously the books, kind of materials, all that stuff. So over here we will definitely like I said, like eight access codes or 8 textbooks. We'll be like going to a program like pharmacology, diagnosis. I think like med surge. I'm not too sure exactly what that is about. Again, I'll kind of see how those books are into play right there. But yeah, definitely is it'll be definitely like a whole type of thing right there. Ideally, let's see. Speaking of partner, she will actually be my movements. Really? Once we move into yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's so cool. There you go. There you go. That kind of is a good. That kind of is an awesome way, because at least you kind of know your partner. Definitely with being roommates, it kind of makes it a little more easier to kind of get along, things like that. So that's kind of awesome. That's good. It's always beneficial when you have them as your partner, definitely. That sounds great. And yes, thank you guys for the Telex hype. Can we get some Telex hype in the chat, please? That would be absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for that. Really do appreciate it as always. Um, actually, let me tap that as well over here, guys. Hold on, 10 like hype. There you go. There you go. Yes, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Do really appreciate that as always. Really do appreciate that. Again, I know this is not everyone's like cup of tea, I'll say, but I really do appreciate y'all just either being here, just looking, just chatting, or even just leaving a like. I really do appreciate that because again, this is definitely my passion, and as we go along, we are definitely going to talk more and more into this type of stuff. And again, I'm not saying that we'll do less of gaming, but of course, with school going on, I won't do as much gaming during that time. So I mean, you bet that we're gonna kind of like kind of transition a little bit more as we kind of go along through the program. But either way, again, really do appreciate y'all just being here. Really do appreciate the looks, the likes, the chat. It's really just a pleasure to do that with y'all, definitely. But anyway, yeah, no. Anyway, but yeah, going back into that, guys. So anyway, yeah, going into the material set, we will definitely need a lot of materials for the most part. Of course, the main thing that we'll need, of course, y'all probably will know for clinicals, is of course the scrubs. And yeah, and I'll probably do like maybe I'll do like a whole showcase of like the materials I get, guys. Whenever I do like the next, I think that's probably what I'll do for the next part, of this series, if that makes sense. Maybe like a showcase of the materials when I do get them. Now if I do get like special devices on regarding like for the program for my vision, then I'll probably wait a little bit on that. But yeah, I probably will do like a show, like another stream where I show off the devices, like how they work a little bit and all the good stuff. Definitely. Let's see. We really have seen each other during this pandemic. Yeah. That's a little bit unfortunate. Definitely, Luna. Again, with the pandemic, it's kind of like again, social distancing. Unfortunate. Why not? Definitely. And we can't even hold hands. Really. Without a Karen bot. Wow, so true. So I'm pretty happy. That's good. There you go. Yeah, I mean, again, especially like I know definitely with even in public, even if you're like together, even with your family members, I hear that some people sometimes even give like people like looks, but obviously they don't understand that hey, we're family. Like we have to be together, of course, because we're family members. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it is kind of unfortunate right there. I mean, again, with your instances, that is an example that I've seen when I do go out myself, and it's been unfortunate. But I mean, hey, there you go. I mean, at least you both will be living together. So I mean, that's kind of like good. That's kind of good for the most part, as always. So I mean, hey, there you go. But anyway, so of course, going back, for the materials, we will be doing. I'll definitely do like another stream. Maybe I'll show them off the materials, kind of like briefly showing how they work and things like that. So I think that'll be good. The next stream, that'll be kind of a good way to look into on that one. But anyway, so the materials I will need, guys, of course, the main things that y'all probably know for clinicals is scrubs. We will need like about 2 to 4 pairs of scrubs apparently. I guess just in case, like if we do get like any liquids, like any patient 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 discharge, if that makes sense. I want to kind of keep it as clean without going into any specifics for now. So pretty much any patient discharge that may get on us. We may obviously need a change, so of course that's why it's kind of good to carry an extra set of scrubs with us. We will need also a lab coat. That is definitely, I think that's kind of more. I'm not sure if we'll be using that for clinicals as well. I know definitely for simulation we will. But I kind of wonder, because I mean, if we do get the lab coat dirty, I wonder how that will work out. Because it doesn't say that we need like two to 4 sets of lab coats. But apparently, we do need lab coat for the most part. So I'm guessing that definitely will be used for simulation at least. As far as like actual clinicals with IOL patients, not too sure how that will work, definitely. Let's see. When we hold hands, we just say we were sisters. So there you go. Yeah. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, because that's, and again, like even like that, people like still may even. Well, I've seen people still even give some looks towards like the families. It's like come on, the family. Like what are we supposed to be separated from family members too? No, that's not right. But Yeah, again, yeah, I totally get what you mean, yeah, and it's good that you say that because at least that kind of gives you some like a little bit of space, from people that kind of give you the looks and judge. But I mean, they'll still always be, that one like every so often, unfortunately, those that one person that may give you the look. So I mean, there you go, there you go. But I mean, that's good. That's good that you kind of say that either way, Luna. Um, yeah, no, but yeah, but anyway, but yeah, definitely for the next thing that we need, guys, is as well. Actually, I need to look into my list because I don't remember. So we will need, of course, a stethoscope. That is definitely a essential right there for us, definitely. Which I will be quite honest, guys. I am really excited to get a stethoscope because I always wanted like ever since I was little. I always did have like those play stethoscopes, but I never actually had an IOL one before. So like a realistic one that a functioning one. So I will be really excited to actually get one of those for the first time, and I hope maybe I'll get a certain color in them. Maybe I don't know. Um, but yeah, definitely a stethoscope is another material that you'll need. It's gonna be kind of exciting to get one of those, definitely. So of course, next thing that we'll need is a wristwatch. Well, at first I was kind of thinking I'm not sure why we would need a wristwatch, but then again we probably will need those is because like when we do like the pulse, or whenever we do like what is it like the whenever we check for breathing, that is we do need to do timing. So of course we will need some type of watch to kind of what is it to kind of make sure that we're timing the breaths and the pulse in a accurate way. So that, I mean that does kind of make sense why we would need one of a wristwatch at least. Although they do say no digital, although at the same time for my case scenario, I may need to ask if I can get digital, because for me, if y'all know like the old fashioned wristwatches, the digits are kind of small for me to see. Unless if they actually do well, no, because I definitely do need something that is a little bit more easier. I mean, I do know they make those large print wristwatches, but will it be enough for me to be able to actually perform the stuff properly? I don't know. So I may need to look around into that and see how that will work out. Maybe I can ask if I could, as an accommodation, if I could get a wristwatch, a digital one. As long as I maybe have like the voice off, of course. I don't know. I may need to look. I definitely will need to look into that one. Not again. Now that I'm thinking about it either way now. But yeah, it's definitely a necessity for all the nurses right there as well. So next is a pen light. So again, pen light is definitely kind of self-explanatory right there. So obviously that is necessary for those who, when we need to like look at the pupils, when we need to like look at patients' throats, for infections, things like that. Yes, that is definitely a necessity for nurses. So again, pen lights, that I do kind of understand right there, and definitely, we will always need to carry one on all times with us when we're going to clinicals. Next is a pair of scissors. Now I don't know exactly what exactly we'll be using those, to be completely honest. I feel like that will be like when we, because I know we do, I know nurses do like stitches. Well, I mean, I don't want to like, again, go into any too gruesome details, guys. So again, bear with me. As I try to like, but I will try for now to be at least minimum as much as possible. But yeah, no, was it? But yeah, I feel like for when we do like for the scissors, we probably will need to like that way, like when we need to, I don't know, maybe like cut casts, or maybe like cut open some stitches. Maybe that is when we will need to use them. That's the only practical use I can think of off the top of my head. There could be some other uses for it, but I really don't know what else can be done for that. But again, we need persons either way, so that'll be an interesting tool to use for the clinical setting right there. Okay, so next is measuring tape. Now that's an interesting one. Now that I have no clue what we will be using, which is measuring tape. I really don't know what exactly we'll be using that for, guys. I'll be quite honest. I mean, yeah, I really don't. I mean, because obviously that's not for like height, not taking heights or anything like that. So I really don't know what measuring tape is used for. Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Why we would need measuring tape? I mean, I know it's definitely to, like to measure something, but I really don't know exactly what. I mean, again, it can't be for the height because that's what there is like obviously there was like a clinical device for that obviously we can't carry ourselves. Um, yeah, I don't know why we would need measuring tape for the most part. That's an interesting tool right there. By the way, we definitely will need that, so we'll definitely get that right there as always. And we'll see. I'll see what the practical use is now for nurses. So let's see. Next is and I guess the last main thing is yeah, last main main component is a blood pressure cuff, which if y'all don't know, it's kind of like the old fashioned ones, like where you kind of had to use a stethoscope that obviously that we'll be carrying, and we had to check the blood pressure and all that stuff manually. So of course we will need the actual component of that ourselves, which I'm kind of surprised that we do need that either way, because I kind of thought that at least the hospitals and the clinical sites will provide that kind of material to us. But then again, I guess like it kind of makes sense for us. Like either way, they do have like both manual and electronic. We definitely do need, I guess, like an as emergency situation, for that. For those clinical, for the patients either way. So I mean, it kind of makes sense why we would still need to carry one, even though if we may not use it all the time. But it does make sense at the end of the day, right there. Also, guys, I want to make sure I'm not missing the chat. Okay, wait, there you go. Okay, but still good, still good. Oh yeah, that's kind of like it's kind of the main point either way for the main materials so far. But okay, yeah, I think that's actually about it for materials of the list, guys. So again, we kind of need those as soon as school starts, pretty much. So already when I get back from my trip on Tuesday, Tuesday into Wednesday, I will definitely be starting to shop around and getting the materials myself. And then when I get like all the materials beforehand, before the next event, I may do a separate stream to kind of showcase them. I may show how to use them maybe, and maybe like just show you all in general like what materials we will be using. Kind of I guess explain again like what why we need to use these materials, and all the good stuff. So yeah, definitely keep a lookout on that. Again, depending if I need special equipment as well too. Into as far as like anything as far for my visual impairment right there. But yeah, that's before if the next event, which I can't talk about that right now, and all that good stuff. Yeah, we'll kind of play it by ear for that either way. But anyway, I think with that being said, guys, that was actually about it. I mean, again, besides that, they kind of talked about like the resources available, like tutoring, financial aid, all that stuff. But again, I'm not gonna talk about that too much because there's not really much of a need. I mean, there's not really much. There's not really much need to actually talk about that too much because obviously it doesn't. I mean, it goes into the experience, but not really much anything that useful for me to share. So I mean, yeah, I mean they can't talk about that for the most part. And again, pretty much that. Actually, yeah, it's kind of all about it. Definitely. I just want to make sure that we are still good. They did kind of say that we do need like either a laptop or desktop. So I definitely am thinking of getting a laptop. Probably like a kind of a good at least like a mid kind of a mid-range type of laptop. That way I will be able to use it both not just at home but also when I go into classes whenever we do go in person. So I am probably thinking of getting obviously alongside with my desktop I will probably be getting a laptop as well to go along with that. So I probably will pick something up before school starts for that, and that way of course we'll kind of check it out and all the good stuff over here. But I mean, as far as equipment, that's actually about it, guys. I don't have anything else besides that. And then I guess the last thing is, is that they did say that yes, it is going to be a little bit hectic, a little bit work heavy. But again, they did say that going to the nursing field, it is a good profession to be in, and it really is not just about passion, of course, but just wanting to be in there. It is going to be a really high demanding field as we go along into the program. So I mean, again, I'm looking forward to all that stuff. It's going to be an interesting time to It definitely is, and kind of like what some people are mentioning, doing the orientation is an interesting time to actually be in the program because, yes, it is a bit unfortunate to kind of be because of the the virus that's going on right now, but at the same time, it is kind of a good IOL experience, um, because we are going to be seeing firsthand, a world pandemic going on, while still working in the kind of while still getting out clinical hours in the hospital. Um, so they did kind of say that yeah, it is an interesting time, and I will agree with them. It definitely is, and I'm actually looking forward to kind of seeing how that plays out and all that good stuff. Definitely. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Definitely, guys. So I think that's actually about it, guys. I mean, again, besides that, that's kind of the main components of the orientation. That's kind of what I want to talk about pretty much. As far as like what they mentioned on the class schedule, the materials, kind of like the plans. Again, like they said, things may change and they probably will change until the end of the last week of summer. So we definitely will. I'll definitely keep y'all up to date. As I do mainstream these main streams as far as the program out stuff. And if any changes do occur and all that stuff, definitely. By the way, yeah, and again, I don't plan on doing like this type of streams, guys, unless like if anything big happens. So for example, this orientation happens, so I will do a stream on that. Maybe like I'll do again when I get all the equipment that I do need. Because at least that is like a big component that I can show and talk about to y'all. And then we will have another like orientation or boot camp is what they call it on August 12th. So if I don't get all the materials by then, I probably will, or if I do get the materials like after the boot camp, I may do like a combination of that, both the boot camp, overall, and like showing you all the equipment that I do get, that I will be using in the program definitely. And then I think from there, I probably this kind of like this just kind of off the top of my head, guys. I may do like maybe just by the look of it, I may do like 2 or 3 more streams before school starts. As far as regarding nursing school and nursing prep. So again, well, I'm only gonna do these as far as like anything big happens. So again, this is not gonna be like a weekly thing, like in every week. It just depends, like if anything huge happens, if there's anything huge to share and talk about. That's when I will, do this next set of streams. But either way, I really do hope y'all enjoyed this, definitely. Again, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I do appreciate y'all just being here and just, either chatting, liking, looking. Really do appreciate all that stuff, guys. And I'm really looking forward to continue sharing stuff with y'all. And again, probably, and I'm kind of thinking like maybe during the time when I am in nursing school, maybe like if I'm not that busy, maybe I can do like like streams during like a stream during the day, kind of showing my experience while in the program as well too. Because I don't know how busy we will get for the gaming side. I'll be quite honest on that, guys. I really don't know. But I will definitely, y'all can definitely expect at least one stream every so often while I'm in the program. But again, we'll see how frequent that will be when I get into it. But again, it's all about preparation. It's all about kind of setting in times and all that good stuff. So we'll definitely be taking it step by step. And I'm glad that you all are coming along with me for the ride, definitely. But yeah, I think with that being said, guys, that is actually about it for the orientation. Again, nothing much else was shared that's actually worth talking about. So I really do hope y'all enjoyed this. Again, I definitely will be leaving out of town, so today will be the last set of streams that I do probably until I come back. So I definitely will show either I will show briefly still what they told me in my specialist appointment for the equipment and things like that, because I will be like, and that's kind of what the whole point on Tuesday is for that appointment, to see what other like visual assistive devices I can get to help me, like for the program, like whether it's like anything like large print, any talkative devices, any any type of like anything else really. I don't even know what else can be right. That's so true. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking forward to, and see. And it'll be kind of fun to see what kind of devices they can offer for me for the program. And of course, I'll share that with y'all firsthand and all that stuff, definitely. Yeah, with that being said, I think that's actually about it, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else for me to say, so I mean, again, really do appreciate. Yeah, so you just came back to the end, definitely 6-4. Yeah, we kind of spent a good like an hour and a half. Now, well, actually, yeah, it's been a good, um, let's see. Yeah, it's been about an hour and a half. It's not really too bad. I kind of picture like around the same time frame as what happened last time, because the first stream that we did was like around, yeah, it was actually around the same time. Actually, yeah, it was actually around the same time. So oh my gosh, we're actually taking like an hour and a half each for these type of streams. So again, I'm actually glad that kind of being consistent. Sometimes I feel like I take a little bit too long to explain things, but then again, I mean, as long as I keep like under kind of like around the same time for each, I'm kind of okay with that. So I'm kind of like glad that we're still kind of being the exact time with these kind of streams, definitely. But yeah, but definitely, guys. So yes, that'll be it for me for this stream. Again, that was what happened with the nursing orientation. So really looking forward to seeing how that goes from now on out. Again, the next stream I probably will be doing this probably won't be until I get all the equipment or until the next boot camp is into play. Or pretty much anything major does happen. Or like I may do like a combination of all that stuff. I thought definitely. Um, so yeah, definitely will kind of again, we probably won't see another type of the stream until at least like another 2 weeks from now. So we'll kind of at least kind of keep up to date on that. Let's see. Yes, welcome back, Alexis. Yes, we were just wrapping up for the stream either way. But anyways, best. Thank you so much for the 10 like hype. Yes, typo number 2, such as you. It's fine, Alexis. It's fine, best. Thanks so much for coming either way on the end. Really do appreciate that. All the good stuff, definitely. But anyway, yeah. So yes, that'll be it for me for the stream, guys. Definitely do hope you enjoy it again. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I really do appreciate you all just either being here, whether you're looking, whether you just left a like, all the good stuff. And again, hopefully I am kind of, expressing my likes in some way to y'all and interest, because I really am enjoying that I am doing this, because again, it's definitely a little bit of a different case for my, personally for myself. Yeah, obviously because of one of my visual impairments. So just being able to show this, it really is just like really it's really an honor to do that. So I'm really looking forward to actually continuing showing my updates, my progress, and all the good stuff with y'all as I go along into the nursing program. Yes, we got the next step out of the way, guys. So the third step is coming out. So I'm looking forward to continuing that and sharing it with y'all as always, definitely. But yeah, so if y'all enjoyed it, please leave a like. I would greatly appreciate on this stream. Thank y'all so much for we got 10 likes. So really do appreciate that. That is awesome. Really do appreciate that we got to the 10 like hype over here. And yeah, I will see you all later tonight for some Paper Mario, the Origami King. It just came out today. I definitely need to pick up my copy later on. And yeah, we will definitely check it out and see how good that game is, definitely. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. It's gonna be a pretty awesome stream later on. It's gonna be good to check it out and all the good stuff as always. Yeah. With that being said, guys, thank you all so much for joining this stream as always. Do hope you have a good rest of your day. And let's see. I know such a yeah, just in time, definitely. I definitely do hope you all have a good rest of your day. We'll see you later tonight. And yes, right after the stream, I'll put up for Mario already, so that way it'll be set up. And yes, I will see y'all for that stream until next time, definitely. But anyway, yes, and Suchu definitely yes. Paper Mario, Origami Suchu, yeah, definitely. It'll definitely be fun. I thought you said DK. I was like, wait, Donkey Kong? I don't think so. I don't think Donkey Kong is in the game 64, but there you go. I read DK for a second. Wait, what? But yeah, Suchu, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be pretty awesome. So yes, but anyway. Yes, definitely do hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining for the stream as always. And yeah, I will see you all later tonight for some Paper Mario as always. Anyway, I will see you all next time, and definitely do take care. Have a good rest of your day, and as always, stay positive. Bye.